Hey friends, welcome back to Grand Adventure. I'm your host, Mark Guido, and we are spending this week in the beautiful Medicine Creek State Recreation Area of southwestern Nebraska. Come along. We struck out from our last stop in Scottsbluff and headed across the plains of western Nebraska to Medicine Creek. First, though, we had to stop for one night in North Platte to visit our dear friends Katie and Ken. There are 3 Dalmatians and 11 brand new members of the family. Katie raises champion Dalmatian show dogs, and we couldn't pass up the opportunity to see the 4-week-old Cheers litter, including Carla, Woody, Sam, Diane, Norman, Fraser, and of course, Clifford. We spent our night in North Platte at Pal's Brewing, a harvest host that fully understands and appreciates the program. In fact, they recently purchased an adjacent field solely for the purpose of expanding their harvest host capability, where they've laid out numerous back-in and pull-through RV sites for guests. The manager at Pal's says that harvest host members are their favorite customers, and it's an easy stop for through travelers on I-80 heading east or west. Out back behind the restaurant, Pal's has an extensive outdoor area, including a sand volleyball court, horseshoe pits, and cornhole. We were joined for dinner at Pal's by Katie and Ken, and our new friends Sherry and Mike. Both the food and their beer was superb, and the service warm and accommodating. We all wrapped up our night together at the Hub Bar, another watering hole in North Platte.
Now, are these going to be on one?
It's on me, Becky.
With the dawn of a new day, however, it was time to bid our friends farewell and continue on to Medicine Creek. Medicine Creek State Recreation Area surrounds the 1,768-acre Medicine Creek Reservoir, also known as Harry Strunk Lake, in the rural western Nebraska farmlands 75 miles southeast of North Platte. Recreation here includes not only camping, but also hunting, boating, hiking, and fishing for walleye, crappie, white bass, and channel catfish. Most of the fishing we've observed this week, however, is being done by pelicans. While the Shady Bay Campground here is reportedly very popular in summer, during our late September visit, we practically have the place to ourselves for an exceedingly relaxing week along with our friends Pat and Dale, who have caught back up with us for the final time this season. 50 amp electric sites here cost $30 per night, and there's a dump station on site and water hydrants scattered throughout the campground's 106 campsites. Reservations are available through Reserve America. Facilities also include 3 boat ramps, a fish cleaning station, disc golf course, volleyball court, horseshoe pits, archery range, and swimming beach. 2 bathhouses with showers and flush toilets are strategically located within the campground, along with several vault toilets. Some of the sites here, like ours, are something less than level. And after a long, hot, dry summer, the houseflies are something to behold. But these are minor quibbles and do nothing to detract from our relaxation and enjoyment here. When we come back following a quick ad break, we'll bring you to the nearby town of Cambridge, Nebraska. So stay tuned. The Medicine Creek State Recreation Area is surrounded by the beautiful rolling farmland of southwestern Nebraska. The nearest town to the campground is Cambridge, population just over 1,000. It was originally called Pickletown when it was laid out in the 1870s by J.W. Pickle. But when the railroad was built through the settlement in 1880, the town was renamed Cambridge by railroad officials. There's a small but surprisingly complete and reasonably priced supermarket in town. If you need anything else, however, it's a 34-mile drive to the larger southwestern Nebraska town of McCook. As the sun sets on our visit to Medicine Creek Reservoir, it's time for us to get packed up and head south into Kansas to check another state off on our grand adventure map. We hope that you've enjoyed visiting the Medicine Creek State Recreation Area with us. If you like this episode, it is extremely important to us that you give us a big thumbs up down below. And while you're down below, that's where you'll find the comments section, where we always love to hear from you after each and every grand adventure, which we premiere every Wednesday evening. If you're not yet a grand adventurer yourself, coming up next week, we're going to be heading down into Kansas to another beautiful lake right outside of Wichita. So now is the perfect time for you to go smash that little subscribe button right down there in the lower right-hand corner of your screen. And ring that notification bell to be sure that you never miss a grand adventure. We'd also be honored if you shared the channel with your friends, family, and on social media. So until next week, from Kansas, please remember life is nothing but a grand adventure. We'll see you then.